We have some major news. Last night, in an exclusive CNN interview, Jeffrey Epstein's ex-girlfriend dropped a major bombshell on Donald Trump and blew this whole thing wide open. And what she said in this interview provides a lot of context for what we're seeing right now on Donald Trump's relationship with Epstein. So I want to play this clip, this crucial clip from this interview with Stacey Williams, the ex-girlfriend of Jeffrey Epstein. But before I do that, I also want to bring your attention to something that's gone incredibly viral that also adds a little context to what we're seeing with Donald Trump right now. Midas Touch posted this thread on Twitter yesterday that at the time of filming this has 5.3 million views. It's gone everywhere. People are very interested in it. And they unearthed footage of Donald Trump judging the 1991 Look of the Year modeling competition organized by Elite Model Management. It featured participants as young as 14 years old. You heard that right. A 2020 Guardian investigation into Elite's Look of the Year competition uncovered allegations from former contestants and industry insiders that the competition was used by founder John Casablancas and others to engage in inappropriate relationships with vulnerable young models, some of whom were teenagers. Now, let me show you this clip of Donald Trump judging this competition all the way back in 1991. Have a look.
Contestants participated in an exhaustive round of personal interviews designed to help our judges discover what makes each one special.
First of all, let's just point out that that's Donald Trump right there, judging this competition. So let's continue watching the footage.
Personal interviews designed to help our judges discover what makes each one special.
You're 5'9" reading? Serious, huh?
We may measure again tonight before the game.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Amy.
The concentration was intense inside the judging room.
What if they don't like you as you are?
And out.
I'm just so excited.
Each girl was considered not only for her beauty and poise, but also for her personality and that indefinable
something extra that makes a top model.
There he is again.
Okay, you want to pull your hair back 1 second?
Oh my God.
All right. Thank you very much, Ingrid. Good luck for tonight.
Thank you.
When it came time to choose the 21 finalists, emotions ran high as each judge expressed his or her opinion.
I mean, that is just, it's tough to watch, knowing what we know now, obviously. And they also included this explosive investigation by The Guardian. The article says he wanted to control me completely. The models accuse Gerald Marie of sexual assault. Elite Models boss Gerald Marie was one of the most powerful men in fashion. Was he also a predator? As French prosecutors investigate, 4 women tell their stories. In 1991, the couple were among the elite celebrity guests at the final of Look of the Year, Elite's annual international modeling contest in New York. Evangelista wore her hair in a striking red bob with a heavy fringe and towered over Marie, who wore a black suit and tie, his hair slicked back. Evangelista joined Naomi Campbell to present a prize, while Marie sat with fellow judges Casablancas and Donald Trump in the audience. And you can read more here. Evangelista divorced Marie in 1993 after separating from him the year before. Speaking exclusively to The Guardian, she said, "During my relationship with Gerald Marie, I knew nothing of these allegations against him, so I was unable to help these women. Hearing them now and based on my own experiences, I believe that they're telling the truth. It breaks my heart because these are wounds that may never heal, and I admire their courage and strength for speaking up today." At the time, Lee confided in a fellow model, and this got back to Marie. She says he took her into his office and berated her for going around saying, "I raped you," suggesting her career would be on the line. She says he told her, "What else are you going to do? Go back home and flip burgers." Other staff at the agency found out it was just understood that it was in my best interest to brush it under the rug. At least 5 women The Guardian spoke to say they experienced sexual misconduct from other men who worked or for Marie. So really explosive allegations here regarding this tournament, this pageant, I guess, that Donald Trump judged. And that brings us to this interview with Jeffrey Epstein's ex-girlfriend, who, by the way, has also accused Donald Trump of assault. According to her, Donald Trump groped me in what felt like a twisted game with Jeffrey Epstein. She's claiming that Donald Trump groped her in front of Epstein. So this goes much deeper than I think a lot of people, especially on the right, realize. So let's take a look at what Stacey Williams said in this explosive, exclusive CNN interview last night.
And how did Epstein talk about Trump? Sort of what was the quality of those anecdotes and how he described him?
Well, there was a time when he mentioned that he had to check in on him because he was unwell and very upset about something that had happened. I remember because he was late to pick me up and he was explaining why he was late. They were just, it was such a long time ago, but it was just that was his bro, that was his wingman. It was clearly, I'd hear about Ghislaine and I'd hear about Jeffrey. And I met Ghislaine in his house. She would come wafting in and out, the home in New York. So he was clearly just someone that he talked about all the time. And again, I met Jeffrey the second time and we started dating based on the reintroduction that happened at the Plaza Hotel at a Christmas party in 1992 that Donald Trump threw. And they were very, very close.
Yeah, wow. Donald Trump was Jeffrey Epstein's bro, his wingman. I mean, that suggests a very personal relationship with Donald Trump. And as he's in the midst of filing this lawsuit against the Wall Street Journal and saying that birthday card that they uncovered is fake and that they weren't all that close, Donald Trump is doing his normal history revisionism. The fact that Epstein's ex-girlfriend, who was also allegedly assaulted by Donald Trump, groped in front of Epstein by Donald Trump, puts this birthday card that Donald Trump sent to Epstein in 2003 in a much different light. I mean, this is a card where the text was written inside the outline of a naked woman, and in the card, as we've all read by now, but important for the story, there was a voiceover, "There must be more to life than having everything." Donald said, "Yes, there is." It's the third person conversation Donald Trump was writing this as. Donald, "Yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is." Jeffrey, "Nor will I, since I also know what it is." Donald, "We have certain things in common, Jeffrey." He said, "Yes, we do. Come to think of it, enigmas never age. Have you noticed that?" said Donald. Jeffrey, "As a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you." Donald, "A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." So Donald Trump, who was best buddies with Epstein in 1992, according to Stacey Williams when she met Donald Trump in 1993, it makes perfect sense how 10 years later, after their long friendship had, of course, continued, he wrote this weird, gross birthday card to Epstein in which he included some very, very strange messages in it. And I still want to know, I've been asking this question on different social media platforms, I still want to know what certain things Donald Trump has in common with Epstein. Is it that they assault women? Is it something else that we don't know about? I would love an answer from the Trump administration as to what Donald Trump, the current president of the United States, has in common with one of the worst criminals we've seen in American history. So this interview with Epstein's ex-girlfriend, where she talked about Donald Trump and Epstein being best bros, that's the word she used, wingmen for one another, is explosive. And it details this close relationship that Donald Trump had with Epstein. He wants to run away from it, but the facts speak for themselves. Whether it be Stacey Williams or the photos and videos of them partying together, they were best buddies. They hung out. They did certain things together. And all of it is eventually going to come out whether Donald Trump likes it or not. And we're still learning more every single day. So I will leave the video there. I just had to show you this clip. And of course, this explosive reporting and these videos that were put together by Midas Touch, the shout out to them. They're doing fantastic work. Had to show you all this stuff. I will leave the video there. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. It goes an incredibly long way. Drop a like on the video, comment. Let me know what you think about the story. And as I always say, I greatly appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.